Welcome to Paper Jams. I'm Brendan Gunn with Cloud9, and this is the place to find all of Southern Utah's newest and upcoming musical acts, brought to you right here in the Cloud9 studio. This month, we'd like to present Charlie OlGrady-Kessner, also known as Mr. OK. Without further ado, here's Mr. OK.
I was thinking about what I was going to play on my way over here, and I obviously have all of these pedals that can do all these things. And so for this first song, I'm not going to use any of them. This song is called Muse.
Oh, this smoke, well, it fills my head, and this madness drags me to your bed. I want to tell you what I see so clear, but when I try, well, it disappears. Said, oh, this smoke, yes, it fills my head, and this madness, it drags me to your bed. I need to tell you what I see so clear, but when I try, well, it disappears. And I know I'm not enough right now, and that's a tall drink to swallow. And no matter what we both want, dear, I can't be who I'll be tomorrow. And so I'm stuck here watching you as you feel the weather change. You say, honey, I don't know this place, so the curves are rearranged. The truth is hanging somewhere between my head, my heart, and mouth. And I am struggling to let it out, to let it out, to let it out, to let it out. Oh, these words, they're stuck in my throat, and it burns, your eyes start to flow. I know that what I've done goes beyond your pain, and it's something inside me I have to face, but when I've tried, well, it remains. And I know I'm not enough right now, and that's a tall drink to swallow. And no matter what we both want, dear, I can't be who I'll be tomorrow. And so I'm stuck here watching you as the bed supports your frame. And I hear, lover, what did you do? It's echoing through my brain. The truth is hanging somewhere between my head, my heart, and mouth. And I am struggling to let it out, to let it out. that's a tall drink to swallow. And no matter what we both want, dear, I can't be who I'll be tomorrow. So I'm stuck here watching you as you feel the weather change. You say, honey, I don't know this place, all the cups are rearranged. The truth is hanging somewhere between my head, my heart, and my mouth. And I am struggling to let it out. Just let it out. Just spit it out. Just let it out.
Thanks.
OlGrady-Kessner is your actual name, but your stage name you go by is Mr. OK.
Yep, Mr. OK.
And how did that come about?
So that came about because my name, I love my name. I was born Charles Ian Kessner, and I have always gone by Charlie, but for whatever reason, I didn't feel like it was a stage name. It was because it's always just been my name. Like some people have names that are like, oh, that's a stage name, you know. And then when I got married, I took my wife's name and we hyphenated it to OlGrady-Kessner, and my initials now are OK, and it's kind of like a family joke that we're always OK, like regardless of what's going on, we're always OK. And we were kind of just playing around with, you know, what could be a stage name if I was to take one. And I was like, what about Mr. OK? That feels genuine. That's actually my initials, and it's kind of like vague because people can be like, well, you know, he's better than OK. I hope that's what people perceive, but that's what people have told me, and people have like come back and been like, no, you're better than me. I'm like, no, that's my initials. I'm literally Mr. OK. That's it. That's full stop.
So you have an amazing talent. You're creating all of that on the spot. Nothing's pre-recorded. You're literally creating that music, and you call it looping, correct? That's amazing.
I think the reality is like some people's brains can like the organizational structure that you would have to actually pre-record things is more daunting to me than just building it from the bottom up every time, because then I'd have to remember like which preset was the right preset, and I'd have to shift a whole bunch of things in between. So I tried that at the very beginning, and I didn't like it. It felt kind of, I don't know, sterile is the word that comes to my head, but like, you know, I like it's kind of like me versus me when I'm up there sometimes.
Yeah, you're making actual music.
Yeah, I'm like, and some days I have bad days where like I cannot find the rhythm at all, and I'm like, I don't remember this groove. I have no idea what this sounds like. And then we go, and there are songs that I wrote it and I played it as a certain groove and feel for the rhythm for like literally years. And then along came a night when I just could not remember it for whatever reason, like the song I was coming out of, like my headspace or whatever, and so I played it in a totally different thing, and I ended up liking that more, and so now that's how I play it. And so I just like made a note and then recorded that like on my phone. It was like, hey, this is what the right beat sounds like, and then that's the one I reproduce every time. So
awesome. That last song was amazing.
Thank you.
I'd like to hear another one. You have another one in you?
Yeah, I do.
All right,
For sure.
let's do it.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
This is Waiting in Vain.
your love. Now from the very first time I pressed my eyes on you, girl, my heart says follow through. But I know now that I'm way down on your line. But this waiting feel is fine. So don't treat me like a puppet on a string, 'cause I know I did do my thing. Don't talk to me as if you think I'm dumb. I wanna know now. I wanna know when you're gonna come. 'Cause you see, I don't wanna wait for your love. I don't wanna wait now. I don't wanna wait. No, 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 no. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait for your love. I don't wanna wait now. I don't wanna wait. No, 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 no. 'Cause if summer is here, I'm still waiting there. Winter is here, and I'm still waiting there. It's been 3 years since I'm knocking on your door, and I still can knock some more. Ooh, girl, is it feasible? I wanna know now. For I to knock some more. In life I know there's lots of grief, but your love is high relief. Tears in my eyes burn, tears in my eyes burn, while I'm waiting for my turn. 'Cause you see, I don't wanna wait for your love. I don't wanna wait now. I don't wanna wait. No, 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 no. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait for your love. I don't wanna wait now. I don't wanna wait for your love. I don't wanna waiting, baby. I don't wanna for your waiting, baby. I don't wanna for your waiting, baby. I don't wanna for your waiting, baby. It's your love that I'm waiting on. It's my love that you're running for. It's your love that I'm waiting on. It's my love that you're running for.
Thanks, y'all.
So how does somebody find one of your shows?
So-
if I'm sitting around and I say
Yeah.
I want to go watch this guy and see him play live.
So the
how do I
best way to
him?
find it is if you're on Instagram, you can follow me at char, .kess, Kess, .music, or The Last Light Band. So The Last Light would be thelastlight.band. So char.kess.music or thelastlight.band on Instagram. Or if you are more apt to use a website, you can go to www.charkessmusic.com or lastlightband.com.
Well, as we've learned, Mr. OK isn't just okay, he's wonderful. Be sure to join us here every month from the Cloud9 studios on St. George News for Paper Jams.